That works. Joe, I swear there's like a mosquito or something like flying around somewhere or something that's bothering me. But yeah, so I don't even know if it's working. Is it working? Yeah, fine. So it's working. Jahel Ramos, hello. This is just a random stream. I just got home, like literally just got home, and I still haven't even changed the work clothes, so I gotta change it real quick. I'll do that off camera, obviously, and then we'll get into something. I don't know what we're doing today, like at all. Obviously something with Legos because that's what I want to do today, but what are we going to do with Legos? I'm not entirely sure. So I think the best thing to do is close that and go to something cooler to look at, basically, while we're just waiting here. And then, of course, I like having the full screen laptop, so I'll be using my phone for chat because it's what I do, basically. Okay, now I got to figure out how to. There we go, got it. All right, turn this down. And then screen this again. All right. So I mean, I've got one shoe off. Just need to get the other one off. And then I gotta run inside real quick and then come back. But yeah, so this is obviously looks a lot cooler than just staring at a blank background the whole time. So we'll just we'll go with this and hit this button right there. Yeah, there we go. Much better looking. Redverse Gaming, hello to you as well. You know, I probably shouldn't have started the stream since I'm not ready to stream. Well, I'll take that back. I was really ready to stream, and then like my stomach shifted and just like the slightest of ways, and now all of a sudden I've got to go to the bathroom, like really bad. I mean, I guess I could technically do that here. Yeah, I'll do that here. It's no big deal, as long as I use the correct toilet paper and not like napkins or anything like that. So I'm going to step off screen. I'll talk for a little bit while I continue the change, and then like when I go quiet, I'll probably warn you guys. It's because I went to the bathroom. It's right around the corner, but we'll get there. Gotta get the socks off. And then I gotta figure out what we're gonna do. I might go into Jim's Lego Guns Bailiff 410 because I have that design here. I could also go into something else, like my different username weapon update, which sounds pretty good. We might even do like a listicle, basically, of guns that I need to make or don't need to make for something. I'm not entirely sure. We'll get there as we go. All right, I'm about to step into the bathroom. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Give me 1 sec. I'll catch up on chat after I grab my shirt. That's not a work shirt. I don't wear any shirts that aren't work shirts. Alright. Oh, you're Mario, now you're Luigi. That's nice. Yeah, well. Yeah, it is. Alright, so I don't know what we're going to do. Let's take a look into LDD and see what we've got. So obviously, just the other day, I posted this. We worked on my different usernames VSS Ventores, which is what this is. It looks pretty dang good. I'm pretty happy with this. He did a fantastic job with the gun itself, but there's like a small couple aesthetic changes that I wanted to make. So in particular, just the barrel really lends itself super well to that 6-stud wide cylinder. So I wanted to get that in there. And then the magazine is, it's kind of more like a 3-stud wide, so I went with the 3-stud wide. And then other than that, it was just kind of polishing things up just a little bit here and there, not too much changes with the actual weapon itself. So that was that. Yeah, actually. And then of course we also have the AK-47 Mark III with the GP30. Why is there? Oh, because that's the picture. Gotcha. With its grenade launcher, which is a different version of a standard underbarrel grenade launcher. Most American grenade launchers, they tend to like leave behind a shell casing that you have to extract yourself whenever you launch it. Well, Russians surprisingly did it a lot better in that their grenades, they launched the whole thing. Everything goes when they launch that. So it's kind of better designed than the American ones. So yeah, this is what we got for this one, which is pretty cool. This is the first AK that I've done in the olive green furniture. So anyhow, so if we do file new and just do like a free build and move some things around here just a little bit. I can show you this. This is Jim's Bailiff 410 revolver. I've gone through and I've actually drawn out all the bricks for the dimensions and things like that. So I can, at any point in time, I can build that without having any types of visual or reference information or anything like that. So that's kind of a nice to be able to have that ability, basically. All right, so all of my different usernames models, what I did is I went through everything that I found in LDD version 4, and I turned all of them into templates. So I just come over to templates, and eventually when templates loads, it'll all pop up over here, and we'll have the whole thing to kind of mess around with. So you can see this one is actually the VSS Ventores and the ASVAL, because it's got something that he didn't show in the original video when he did it is he actually has the ASVAL folding stock right here, which is pretty cool. And obviously I'll come through and take the, excuse me, we'll come through and we'll take a look at the VSS Ventores, and we'll delete off of it the wood stock, and we'll replace it with this, and then we'll have the ASVAL basically, except I'll obviously extend the magazine out so that it's no longer the super short one, basically. So we'll get there, but for now, not yet. Hey, Gavin. The AK-47 with GP5 grenade launcher reminds me of the AK-47 from Call of Duty Black Ops. It's probably because Black Ops used that grenade launcher. Did they have a grenade launcher attachment in Black Ops? I don't remember them having a grenade launcher attachment in Black Ops. Did they? I can't ever spell launcher right. Like, this is Modern Warfare 2. This is Modern Warfare 3's AK model. And then the first Modern Warfare had like a really traditional AK model, like the Woodstock. Wow, that right there is just blasphemy, man. Wow, that's an American rifle with a Russian grenade launcher on it. That's just messed up. Well, anyhow, so while we're here, something else that I was looking at, since we're on the internet page, is actually this right here. This is obviously an airsoft gun, but it's got a really cool bullpup configuration going on here that I really liked. It's like super futuristic. It just looks so space marine in so many different ways. And I kind of wanted to look into possibly building it. I'm not entirely sure because I've done a lot of this before. So I might want to branch into like entirely new guns instead of just rebuilds like over and over and over again. So I'm not entirely sure, but this is also something else that I was looking at. So we have the ASVAL as an option that we can do today. We also have the entire Uzi family of weapons to go through as well, so like I'll talk about the ASVAL and the VSS Ventores. I'm super happy that I have those now, that my different username was kind enough to release the LDD instructions for those, because that was a gun I didn't have already at all. So I'm kind of grateful that we were able to get those files, because now for me, I can have the vision of the gun that I wanted, but I don't necessarily have to put in all of the work for it. And that'll be true for most of the guns that we take a look at now. So, for example, the Uzi family. I've made a couple different Uzis before. I've done the Uzi Pro, which I'm super happy with, and then I did the Mini Uzi from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 from my 600 subscriber special. And coming out of that project, it's bad. It does not look good at all. And now what I'm looking at is the Micro Uzi, Mini Uzi, and the full-size Uzi right here with a couple different stock attachments. So you got the folding stock here, and you've got the wood stock as well, which is nice because it's for like an option. It's nice to have. I'm pretty happy with this. And now, if I think that there should be changes made to these models, I can come through and I can do it. Honestly, they look pretty dang good. There's only a couple things that I probably consider actually changing on some of them, but probably not too much. And if I ever need them for a project or something, they're here. So that's something that's nice. The same goes for the MP40. I don't do old World War II guns like at all. And the reason for that is because a lot of them, despite being like, I don't know what that was, despite being like super iconic or recognizable, they're just kind of there some of the time. Like they're not over the top. Is this shell ejection port curved? Is this a dust cover or is that the... it doesn't have a... it doesn't have a... This piece isn't even connected, it's just floating here. Oops. It doesn't have a ejection port on this. Okay, well, that's interesting. But so the MP40, super iconic, something that I should make because it's like a super classic gun and things like that. But it was something that I was just always putting off. Like it's whatever, I'll get to it eventually, and I never made it. So I've now also acquired an MP40 that needs a major change, I guess you could say. But I'm not like, this isn't super high on my list of things to change. So something that I did want to make was actually the well rod, which is what this is that I'm clicking on, I think. Oh, no. This is the M203. I've had an idea for an M203 for a while now, but I haven't made it. Primarily because there's other projects going on. So how do you buy AK-47 instructions? My different usernames, AK-47 has LDD instructions. So if you just come over here, you go to youtube.com, come up to this little magical search bar up here, you go my different username, it's going to pop up for me because I search him a lot. You're going to go down to his whole channel, right about there, and then you'll scroll down just a little bit after you click on videos, and then you'll find a video that says Lego AK-47 assault rifle that was posted 2 years ago.
If you shop on Amazon,
you're going to pause this so you don't get a copyright strike or anything. You're going to scroll down here to this little button right here that says LDD download, and you're going to download it. What up, man? How you feeling? Better? Good. Glad you feel better. Yeah, and then you download it, and you got the whole LED file, and it's my different usernames, AK-47, so you don't even have to buy them. You get them for free. It's kind of nice. Obviously, his DL44. I wasn't particularly interested in the DL44 for the DL44. I don't do Star Wars guns because I'm not too interested in them. But it is a Mauser C96 broom handle pistol, and this wouldn't be too hard to convert back into that. So this was something that I was interested in doing, and also getting the carbine version out of this as well, because that would be a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. So the DL44 is here, of course. We can skip over that because that's something else. I don't know if this one's going to load or not. Yeah. Hey, Junkstrel. Nothing much. I have his M203. No, I'm sorry. I do have his M203, but that's not what we're looking at. I do have his M107, but I'm pretty happy with my M107, so I probably wasn't going to do much in the way of like modifying or looking at this one at all in particular, simply because I've already got one that's pretty up to par with what I need it to be. Like the only thing from this one that I think I would have taken at all would be the magazine, because it's like such a good looking magazine, especially with these pieces right here. Like they look pretty much perfect with how the actual magazine looks itself. So, but other than that, I kind of don't need this because it's kind of an easy shape to get down. So, not much going on here. I feel like you're talking about the Calibri, and the answer is going to be no. Small things like that don't interest me because while they're challenges, they're not entirely challenges. So, this is his AA12, and this is like a pretty interesting build because a lot of this is actually 5 studs wide, which I would actually consider to be kind of like the more accurate dimensions, and that's pretty cool. The interesting about this is that it looks pretty much just like mine. Not that he stole it, just that we were pretty close to how we thought about making it. And something that I've considered is coming through and switching out these standard 45 angles here with the curved slopes so that it looks better on both sides, and using upside down plate building for that, and then coming through and just kind of switching up this grip just a little bit. Obviously the drum magazine with the clear back is perfect. Like it looks really, really good. You should be really proud of that one. And then the actual magazine being a 4 studs wide is pretty good too. So this is just one of those that I probably won't change too much on to get what I wanted out of it. Then we have the infield. Hold on. Let's do it like this. Springfield model 1903 with the Peterson device. I was going to call it a Lee Enfield, and I knew it wasn't a Lee Enfield. So again, this is another one of those older weapons that I usually don't make, so having it is nice to be able to come through and polish a lot of this up. And the main things that need polish is all the cheese slopes. We're going to switch those over to rounded slopes so that it just kind of looks like they've rounded over the wood like they usually would, and not geometric angles that are going on throughout most of this, a lot of this. We're also going to fix this right here because the way that he did it was using this. A lot of this going on throughout most of the rifle itself. We're going to fix that by using upside down building techniques and all sorts of things like that when we get there. And then smoothing out a lot of these angles as we go as well, just to kind of help the overall aesthetic of the rifle. Not that it's a bad rifle, we're just coming through and changing up the aesthetic itself to help make it like more smooth and clean. Is that all of them? It is not. I've got quite a bit more. So I have his FAMAS, and I have a pretty good FAMAS, but this is, excuse me, I keep burping just a little bit. This is a pretty good FAMAS. So it's top of the line. There's not much that I would do to this one either, to modify it or anything like that, because like I said, this is pretty good looking top of the line stuff. I don't even think I could get my aesthetic after it because it's pretty clean looking. Like something that I would only change would be the grip to get the roundness on it, so it's not just so square right here. But other than that, it's a pretty good rifle, so not much I should have to do there. I have his M16 from the Vietnam era, which is great because his triangle handguard was fantastic looking. I love it. The what?
The crisp.
The what?
The crisp.
What the heck is that?
The apple crisp?
Oh, in the fridge.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a pretty good rifle. I think the lower receiver would be too much of a pain in my butt to go through and change up to get the 3 stud wide magazine into it. How big is this magazine anyways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 studs long anyways. And my standard magazine wells are would incorporate 7x3 magazines instead of 8. Yeah, it's a Springfield. You were right. Sorry I missed your message because it would have probably would have helped right there. I think for this, what I might do is I'll grab the handguard off of it and go and marry it to another rifle, basically. Same thing with this handguard in particular as well, because I know that the Vietnam era, they used this handguard with the rifle. So it's just kind of one of those things where there's certain parts of the rifle that I want to keep and other parts that I don't. Not that this is a bad rifle, it's just I kind of have a lot better of a lower receiver on an AR-15 and an upper receiver on an AR-15, so this is kind of just need all the parts off of it, basically. We get into the well rod. The well rod was another pistol that I really wanted to make because of the roundness aspect to it, and I think this was basically the way that I wanted to do it. I didn't do it, obviously, and I'm not trying to like steal thunder from my different username because this is a really good way to do it. So for this one, again, I think I'll just come through and I'll polish this up so that this is just built using upside down plates instead of these. Same thing on the back here, and then put it all together because I think how this is made is fine. So should be pretty simple of a modification here. The Doom Super Shotgun, not a lot going on here. I don't play Doom at all. I'm not too interested in actually modifying this one at all, but it's something that I have in case I ever need to or something. I don't know. Probably not. We'll see, but I don't think I'll ever need to use this one at all. So there's a lot that we can do with that, or we can work on the new AK design using this thing. Keep doing that, which is the SRU 3D printed bullpup conversion kit for Tokyo Marui style AK-47 airsoft AEG rifles. Like I said, I really like just like the cool futuristic vibe that this has going on for it. It updates the AK to 21st century standards. You know, it's got quad rails on it. It's got the bullpup design to it, which there's no getting around. The bullpups are definitely going to be the things of the future. So, yeah. And then I think you said that this was going to stop. Yeah. Oh, we put it on Etsy. All right, let's take a look at this real quick. This is interesting. Cool. Ah, now he's selling it. That's awesome. Uh-oh. Now I'm in trouble because he's got other things on here. He's got the Caveira's pistol right here. See, this is cool. Digital download one file so you know it's not like the real thing. He's got all the rendered images to it, and I immediately recognize this renderer. This is the studio renderer. So my computer takes 2-3 hours to render an image, so I could just imagine him sitting down rendering all of those. Okay, this is interesting. Let's go back to his YouTube channel real quick. Let's go to the MP40 because I know it's MP40 I have the file for. Yeah, he switched it up all to Etsy. So if you didn't get the files for him, now it's all on Etsy. That's smart. I like that. I can see why he did that. So can I switch to the Caveira pistol? Oh, he's got the Liberator here as well. I didn't get the Liberator. Dang, should have got the Liberator. I mean, it's like 20 cents, so it's alright. The Caveira pistol is actually one of the ones that I was really interested in. I think I killed him on that one. Oh, I see. It switches up the barrel. Interesting. How does this work? Because this is kind of cool. Awesome. I didn't know Etsy could do stuff like this. Awesome. Oh, this is cool. I might switch to Etsy for doing my things then, because how I do it on my webpage store is basically you pay me and then I email you the file and I have to keep up with it. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So this is cool. I like this. He's got 3 sales. Cool. I'm gonna have to come back in and buy the Caveira pistol when I get the chance. All right, so let's go check something else real quick. Over here, let's go find something else to look at while we're goofing off. Gmail. Oh, another. Okay. Great. Whoa. Oh. I clicked on the wrong one. That was awkward. I had a whole bunch of different stuff going on. Boom, there it is. Cool. So let's do this. And then go to Google Drive. Lego items, Lego creations, guns. Go to that page, please. Thank you. Upload. Come on, you can do it. Upload. Downloads. This one. Download complete. Hopefully the upload worked. So, all right. Interesting. let's full screen YouTube again, and then go to Google Drive. And then we, nope, not games. It's not games. It's not in games. We go items. And then come to local creations. Go to guns. And it is not in here. So let's go here because I think this might be, no, actually it's not. Okay, let's back out of that then. Let's okay, so I thought it was downloaded. This is interesting. I was kind of hoping that this was going to open. So I have to wait on, whoa, what the, why did that open? What the heck? I gotta wait on 394 files to be available offline before we get here. So let's see if we can. Let's pause these. No, it's still trying to download all of these. Well, we're just gonna have to wait that long then. I could have done it a different way, but oh well. So I think for now what we'll do is come in and redesign the Venturas here as the ASBAL. So let's come over here, ASBAL, and take a look at it. Pretty simple. It's literally just basically the stock. So if we come over here, drag this over, here. So I think what we will do is kind of come through and do this, like so. And then these three right here go. And then the section holding these on go as well. And this, wait, does that really go? Yeah, because it was connected to the stock. And then this as well. And then boom, we got that. So now, what we'll do is come through here and do this, come through here and do this, and then get rid of this and that, like so. ASBL, yeah, I don't know what the ASM is, so clarification on that would be welcome. Like, is there a difference, or are you talking about the ASBAL? The ASBAL furniture color is really difficult to get. The furniture color that I really wanted was actually a plum color, and a plum color looks kind of like this, and like all Russian AKs at some point in time have a plum color to them, which is what this kind of color is, and it's like a brown with a small little bit of purple behind it. It's not a color replicated in Lego, to my knowledge, which really sucks, obviously. So, what does this think? That's pretty cool looking right there. This is something that updated ASBAL. Let's take a look at this because this might be a really cool project. As far as I can tell, that's the only image that we have of it. This is pretty cool looking. So we can take a look at modifying that here in a second because yeah, okay, ASBL. Gotcha. This thing, yeah, let's look into doing something like that because it looks pretty legit. If you've ever seen a ASBAL without suppressor, you know why that barrel looks so short like it is. It is so wonky. Look at this little barrel right here. This is the actual barrel of the ASBAL. This is the whole suppressor, and it slides over top and like obviously locks into place somehow, but the barrel itself looks pretty much like that, which is, it's pretty funny to be completely honest. So ASBAL-M, maybe we'll get like a modern looking version of it. This is obviously an airsoft version, I think. But yeah, we can definitely look into Spetsnaz. This is really weird. That sight looks like it's clamped down on top of the actual suppressor itself. It's weird. Anyhow, what am I doing? Yeah, go back to this. So, ASMVAL. Let's try that. ASMVAL. Images. Yeah, there we go. Heck yeah. It's got a tri-rail on it, with the suppressor still over it. That's more like it. Alright, I dig that. So these images right here come from Reddit. Firearms. block, but I don't see any firearms block. That's what I was particularly looking for. But this is cool. Oh, it has an updated dust cover on it as well with the actual rail. And this looks like a 40 round magazine. It doesn't even look like a 30 round. Awesome. I'm down. I'm pretty down with that. What is this? Is this the modernized Venturas? Yeah, it is the modernized Venturas. It's got the railed receiver on it with this and a new style of stock. All right, so let's do the standard VSS Venturas, which we already have. Then we'll do the standard ASVAL, and then we'll do the modernized ASVAL, and then if we have enough time where I feel like it, we'll do the modernized VSS Venturas, and it'll go all the way around. Yeah, smart. All right, so color selection for this furniture. Let's look at a tan for this. So we'll come through and we'll, color selection. We'll make all of this black like it should be. And let's do the darker tan. Come through like so. And come through down to the bottom here. And then obviously we can change it as we go, because I have a feeling I'm not going to like the tan, but we'll see when we get there. I kind of hope that I do, but we will see. Oh, that's right, I had to change that on the other version of the gun itself, the Venturas. So we'll change that because we have to. I completely forgot that that was something that I did on the other model when I made it, the colors that I did for it. And then for this bottom little like screw detail, we'll make that black. For the little ramp right here, we'll make that color. Come in and do that. Come in and delete that out. Delete that out. Black. That there. Come over here. That there. Make this. So I'll do this there. Do this over here. Like so. Not too bad looking actually with that. So let's make the. We'll fix this because this is bothering me. Like so. This as well. This as well. The magazine release. A little bit of the rail attachment off to the side here. That. The safety. I didn't even know that there was a modernized ASVAL. I should have, because Russia like modernizes everything. But for some reason I just I don't know on this one. Let's look at a standard Ventura stock, which is the grip here-ish. So if we do like this, yeah, alright, we'll get the tan out of it without having to make any like major adjustments or anything. That should be that. While we have this off the gun, well, let's take a look to make sure that it fits first. actually looks like this is blocking it. Let's delete that. And then see if it fits. Boom, okay. So we'll throw that on there, like so. Doesn't look bad in the tan. And then we'll come through and we'll polish this stock up just a little bit. So the main thing that I want to polish up is like all of this exposed stuff that you can see on both these sides, which should be somewhat simple, I hope. I'm just gonna try to use just like Technic beams, Technic pins, and then a thing over it. So if we come through and we do this for both of those, and then we take an 8 and shove it up here, we can kind of cover this up just a little bit to kind of make it look more sturdy, kind of connected, more or less. So come through and press this, and it will auto align to that. It should. But then if we come through and place this up there where it's supposed to be, it'll look just fine. It looks a lot better because we hid all those holes. We could even go for, if we actually take and we delete these out, we can change over to these pieces actually, and it'll be even thicker. So it'll carry on the lines of the stock down here a lot better. So we'll go with that, and then we'll do the same thing for this one down here. It's a little interesting because we don't have enough holes. We'll make enough holes. Let's come through, press this button, take and actually just copy this basically, put it down like so, and then for this one we'll take it, hit and delete it out and put these on, flatten those out, copy this piece and put it on right here, so that it just kind of hides things a little bit, and because it's in black, you don't really see it as much as you normally would. Hey Jim. So if we'll keep this open, ASVAL, and look up a normal ASVAL real quick. Go to images. So we're, yeah, alright, that's fine. We'll come through and we'll just put a little bit of gray detailing on this, just to substantiate a little bit of difference in this, just a little bit. Just like so. Just to kind of make it stand out just a little bit. And then it folds. No. Okay, so the reason it probably doesn't fold is because there's something holding it in place. I thought, but apparently not. So that's interesting. So what if we do that? This? Oh, that's not connected. All right, well, that's a problem that we can fix real quick. So if we delete these out and delete this, and then hide both of those, what we can do to fix this is connect it using one of these fancy pieces. And then just come through and close back all this up. So kind of like that. And then back here, oh, that's not even, there's a gap here, that's why. Gotcha. Okay, well, that problem has been fixed. So now it should actually fold normally. So will it go all the way around? No. So let's just press this button and hold it and see how far it will go. To right about there. All right. Makes sense because of that, but that's all right. It's pretty good looking, so we will keep that as is. All right, so now then, obviously we have a extended magazine. So to fix that, to do that, we're just going to take this one, take this, and take that out, and then press this fancy little button right here, and then put that off to the side. And then you can see that it has another slight bend to it. So to replicate that, we're going to just do some old-fashioned hijinks, I guess. So if we do that, that, this, there, this, Control C, Control V. Make sure I got everything I did. All right, place that off to the side. And then what we can do is incorporate the standard method that I use for selecting magazines nowadays, which is these fancy little doohickeys. So take Control 1. Pop this here, close this off. Not tires, we don't need those right now. Take this, put it here, put this there, put this here. Okay. Because if you take a look at it doesn't really, there's no space or gap or anything like that, so we gotta try to kind of keep it down as much as we can. So if we take in this here, close this up just a little bit, and then the first section here, Control C, Control V, just place it off to the side just in case I have to do something else. Put these together, just take a piece like this and put it down on bottom so that as we bend this, both of them move. And that's a dramatic angle, so we're gonna take and bring that down. Put this here, 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 put that there, put this right here. I missed that one. And then we'll do a 4 followed by a 3 to close this angle off. Like so. And then do that. And that'll give us the slight second angle that you see on the magazine. Okay, it's there. Put this here, and then the other ones will be over there. All right, so how far down past the pistol grip just a little ways. I think 2 of these will probably do. So put this here, do another one, and then cap it. Is that? No, let's just do one more, and that'll be our 30 round magazine now. Yeah, I think that looks better. All right, and then we'll come through and duplicate this, going up, back, go up here, this, duplicate this going up as well. Grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that. This one, maybe I can get a flat. No, can't. Okay, oh well. On the front one, we definitely can. So, and then boom, that is our ASVAL for the most part. Obviously, I gotta come through and color change this to gray, like so. And then that's that. So now kind of come through and change this. Hold it. Let's delete this. I was gonna rebuild that, but I don't want to. So not yet. Anyhow. File, save as. Complete version 1, etched, because it's colored. There's no like weird wacky colors on it. ASVAL. And then this is still modern, and this is still M. Dunn's ASVAL, so he still obviously gets the credit for it. So that's that. All right. My shoulders are really starting to hurt. I don't know why. So let's let me readjust. Feel more comfortable. So now y'all are gonna end up down here. Let's take a look at this real quick. It's not too bad except for those lights behind me. Alright, so we'll bring chat down to here. Push this off to the side. I'm pretty sure this is Pepsi, but our drink brand is Crush Orange today. I'm pretty sure it's Pepsi. So. Oh well, I guess. If it's not. So we'll put the this off to the side. I'm using my sketchbook as a mouse pad anyways. Just get it a little bit more stable, which we did. Alright, so the tan's there, but I don't know if I like the tan. Let's go with a white. I mean, this is Russia. Let's see if we can go with like a white camouflage. I don't like that. What about like the Og color? Let's go with the next Og color. I think Earth Orange is fine. And then I think that even the magazine in these pictures is Earth Orange isk in color as well. Like it all matches. So I think what we'll do is we'll also make that an Earth Orange, just kind of differentiate it. Oh yeah, that's a nice looking. ASVAL. I like that one. So we'll save this from this side, like so. Nice. Like it. Alright, so now we get into the modernized version. Which is this one. So if we can open image in new tab, do they have one of it flipped onto the other side so I can see if they made any changes to it? I think the answer is no. This is interesting looking. Look at this suppressor. Wow, look at this stock. What the heck? What's going on? This is like super weird looking. That's like an ASVAL stock almost with an ASVAL suppressor and like dust. I don't know. That's super weird. We're gonna have to look at that one later if we can. So anyhow, yeah. So let's go to this. The stock looks the same, but the receiver is definitely different. So let's come through and immediately change all the colors on this to variations of orange and yellow. Just like that. All right, and now, so where this begins right here is where this new dust cover receiver thing comes on. So let's just come through and delete it all out. That coming across. We'll change up how this works up here. So we're just coming through and deleting everything out. There's a much faster way to do this, but with how close we are to everything, it's kind of hard to do stuff like that. I don't want to delete anything out by accident that doesn't need to be deleted, because then if I don't notice it, it's going to be really hard when we get there in the future to come back and kind of fix it. So, all right, so immediately there's a couple different spots that we need to patch. So we're going to do that and give ourselves a flat base to work with entirely. So that there, this here, we'll go ahead and give it all an equal playing field. So this whole side over here needs to be leveled on out. Like so. And then right here in front of the shell ejection port needs to be leveled out as well. Alright, so that's that. So now we have a completely flat base to work with. And something interesting about this is if you can, we'll zoom in here. As you can see, can we scroll? There's a little bit of a lip going on through here. So we're actually going to replicate that. And in order to replicate that, we'll actually have to come through and kind of probably change a little bit of how this works. We will see. So I'm actually going to make this in red to kind of show the difference. Also, because two-tone guns are super cool. So this dust cover is probably going to be a different color than the other gun. I used to hate two-tone guns like all the time, and now like two-tone is just the coolest thing in the world. If you do it right and you get the right colors going on, it just looks so awesome. Okay, so what I think we'll do, what I was planning on doing was actually using these pieces here. And the reason for this is because they set up this whole hollow inside, which is really good. Hollow inside, good. Solid inside, bad. And the reason for that is because of all the friction that a lot of pieces tend to make when they're really like pushed and shoved together, basically. This piece here, we can delete it out and replace it with something else. Wait, are those even connected to one another? Oh, so that piece was useless, basically. Alright. So if we put this here, so we'll continue. I have an idea. I want to set up the shell ejection port first, in particular. Yeah, that's gonna happen. So sorry about that, guys. Let's come through and replace this with this piece, actually. And then do that followed by that. Boom. We'll go with that because it just closes the gap, and that's kind of what I'm looking for some of the most. Blah, blah, blah. This angle will also probably change as well as we continue on. So anyhow, back to this. What we're going to do is take this. We're going to come up like so. And then take this, come forward, like that. And then what I was going to do was this piece over like so to about here. Take this piece, go here. Let's change this up to a 16. Oh, there's a 14 here. So yeah, let's go 16. And we can go all the way to the front of the receiver. Right about there to close this all off when we get there. And then, okay, so the reason I'm doing this, sorry, my back itches, is because how this gets pushed out right here, you can see usually there'd be bricks right up on top of here, but there isn't, which means there's a gap where the bolt is now, which is nice. What we can do then is kind of slowly work this backwards a little bit, and even might get one more out of it. So that's right up against the bolt. Delete this out like so. And then test out something that I was going to do. So like the shell ejection port, it's kind of big here, and then towards the front of where the magazine release is. I don't know why I call that a magazine release. The safety lever is, it kind of closes up just a little bit, but you still need enough room that this can operate. So what we're doing is slowly messing with that just a little bit until we get what we want. So we do this. I get what I want. That there, do this here. Now we have this huge open shell ejection port where it narrows down right here just like it should, which is a good thing, obviously. And then what I want to do is kind of take this is put you off to the side. We'll move these out. We'll take this, add those there, take this, and add those back in. And now you can see that there's not much of an angle, but there's a slight angle here, and we're kind of getting that. So now I think what we'll do is just completely redesign the safety lever, like just entirely, basically. So when it's straight up, we'll do, is that a 10? I didn't mean to grab a 10, I meant to grab an 8. Yeah, alright, so we'll do an 8 with it up like that. And then to kind of close this off, we'll do that. We need a kind of an angle for that, actually. So I think what we'll do is something like that, which might kind of replicate that angle. Let's also switch colors because we're not doing this like we should be. Yeah, and then it just kind of comes to a head over here. Let's do a 9 MOC. So that comes up to here. We'll do a piece back here so that we can get one of these in there. We'll do another piece back here so that then we can come through and get this angle right. Going this way. Like so. Okay, let's leave those and then actually come through and so the reason I didn't do that originally is because the charging hill needs room to travel back that far. Okay, so if I actually take this and move it even further up, like that, and then take this. Okay, so let's delete this out real quick and add one of these right here, one of these right here to hold this piece like it was originally. I don't think that this piece is going to fit, and it doesn't. But we should be able to put a 2x1 in the back there, which will kind of close it up. Okay, but now it looks really weird. Just delete this out. So if we go with that, followed by that, followed by this, let's delete this out and take a look at this. And then this piece up here isn't the piece that sets the angle. It's actually this bottom piece that sets the angle, so it can be deleted out. Put this here. No, actually, let's use this like so. There we go. And then it's connected and we kind of simulate the angle just a little bit. Let's turn this into a 2. Close this off. Let's turn it into a flat tile, actually, to close this off. What's this piece? Just that? Okay, so we can change this into this. Change this into a 3, I guess. Like so. Delete out that real quick, because we're about to mess with some things. And then that. No. Oh, oops. Let's do a flat 2 followed by a, let's reduce this. Let's put this on safe, or on fire, I'm sorry. Put this here, and then put in our little, where you like put your thumb, basically. So I was going to use something just slightly raised. So that works. This here, and then put this here, just like that, which is better looking safety. And then we can turn the safety on. Do they have a picture with the safety off? The dust cover open? I'm pretty sure that the receiver here is actually cut to form, basically. So I think I'll do is, okay, longer ankle, 6. Okay, let's go to 4. What's up with the 4? Okay, the 2. How did the 2 work out? 2 is too sharp, but it matches this ankle here. So what we could do is that. And does this still rotate downwards? It doesn't. So what we can do is back so that that goes back up. Click this and move it up here. Doesn't close the gap like it should. So what if do that? Closes the gap. That closes the gap. Good. Do this here. Gotcha. All right, that's awesome. Yeah. So this was not an angle in Lego then. This is the only one, but these are a combination of angles in Lego. So for this one, we're gonna cheat. Just a little bit. So if we take and we delete this out, let's take a, put this here, like so. We can't do that because the charging handle clashes in the way of that. Start in the back right about there. We're going to slap one of these babies right there. We're going to come in here. We're going to grab this piece right here. And we're going to put it straight up and down right there. We're going to take it and we're going to do that. And we've basically accomplished what we needed to by doing that. So now we can kind of come in and clean this up just a little bit. So we're going to do some kind of visual tricks to basically clean this up. Whoops. This piece, wait, go back. Yeah, that piece is fine. So then we're going to come through with this. Okay, I guess we're using these. Put this here, like so. Move this forward, move this forward. Put this here, like that. And then put this like that. And that's closed up the gap on the side like we wanted to. So, all right, delete that out, delete that out. Let's go back to our modern image. All of this is like a flat slab-sided thing, basically. Other than that, but I think I can get away with leaving that off. So we just kind of come through and put this in. Like so. To connect all of this together just a little bit more is just going to involve some plates. Obviously, it's pretty easy. For this, actually, to kind of get the sloping angle that we're looking for, it's pretty easy. Just do that. For the front up here, we're going to just close it off. This should terminate perfectly. 1, 2 more, and we should be, like I said, we should terminate perfectly. Oh, we don't. I spoke too soon. How do we close the gap? Not really. That's about as close as we'll get. So I think we'll be okay with that. I'm not gonna truly sweat it. So that'll be fine. Alright, so let's drop the safety down so that it's open on fire. And then on this side is pretty simple. We just copy paste like we have at it on this side. So we're going to set up a pretty basic template. We're going to select all 3 of these bricks, Control C, Control V, and we're just going to go right on down as all the way, basically. And we ended just about there. So now to kind of, sorry, I don't know what just happened with my mouth there. To kind of close this up just a little bit, we'll do that, followed by that, so that when you're looking into the front here, you don't see through that type of stuff right there. All right, and yeah, that's pretty much the slab-sided receiver that we see right here, other than the rail. So for the rail, we will add that on. So let's come back here and fix this up just a little bit first. Put that there, put that there. Is there a, it looks like there's an angle on this. So what we're going to do is make that out of cheese slopes. Cheese slopes are a godsend. And now we are going to do that. Which is most of that done. Boom. All of a sudden this is now sealed off like it should be. Nice and simple. We're going to put 1 more brick right there. Close that off. Just like so. Just like so. Simple. We'll put another brick right there to close that off. While this is closed off, we have the slab-sided updated receiver now. Now it needs a rail system, and it looks like they're using a split type rail system. So what we're going to do is set one up. Pretty simple. We'll do a section of 4 at a time. So it'll be like this, and then just pop this in, pop this in. As we go. Just like that. Super simple. We'll make this a different color of orange so that we can come through and recolor those later. So actually taking put this on around, Control V this off to the side so we don't forget it. So that's that. You can kind of see that this is just above the handguard a little bit, so we're a little high on the receiver, but I'm not gonna worry like too substantially about it. I think we're pretty pretty okay with that. Because it looks pretty good. We could always just take and raise this up by 1 anyways. This, I might change the texture on just a little bit, because you can see that this has like a slight texture to it. But I don't particularly know what texture I would use for it, so I'm not entirely sure just yet. So we'll see about that. So for this rail section right here, this is probably going to be like one of the easiest things that we do. Whoops, did not mean to do that. For this modification, because basically for this front sight post that my different username made, I use these pieces to set up how it works. So if we take the really cool piece that no one ever uses because no one knows that they exist at all, we use this piece right here. You can do all sorts of different stuff with this piece. So if we snap this in, you'll find out that these are all spaced appropriately as they should be. And then we can set up our rail system. So it's just in front of the ring right here, which is this thing, and then we got this up here, and then yeah, it's just a rail from the looks of it. So let's try to set up the round bit of this. So what I'm thinking about doing is using this maybe. To go down. Yeah, let's start with these. Like this. Let's do this on the other side as well. And then hopefully the way that this works, not these pieces, but I think these pieces will fit. Okay, no, they don't fit there. So these fit. Now then the question is, will a brick go evenly between them? And I think the answer is no, because of how this is like exact and this is off just a little bit. Yeah, okay. What am I doing? We can just take this and literally do this. Why am I trying so hard when I can literally just do this? And then take a, how long is this? Goes right about the end of there. So if we take this, yeah, right about there. It's fine. So if we do this, and then do this, that angle starts to form that we want. And then because we left the space open over here, if we take in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we can finish this angle. It's a detachable suppressor. Well, I'm going to see if I can find a video or something on it so I can figure out how. This is like the only way that I can think about getting the look and the aesthetic down. Unfortunately. So let's see if we can find a YouTube video. I'm destroying my computer, so let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Wow, that's not helping. Oh boy, yeah, guys. Sorry. I guess if she's on YouTube, I guess I might not get demonetized, but shit. Let's go to the Reddit page and see if they kind of discuss this a little bit. Like how it works and things like that, because that would be helpful. Okay, Reddit, please. Go away! I really want to find Modern Firearms is like a pretty good website. I see that it's detachable here because that's the partial disassembly, but I don't think. Oh, right here. No, wait, no, I was talking about something else. Special Forces, generally known as Spetsnaz after the Russian term Velishka, something, always played a key role in Soviet military doctrine. One of the aspects of every Special Forces is that they prefer to operate stealthily with as little sound and flash as possible from their weapons. First generation Spetsnaz weapons were no more than AK and AKM rifles fitted with detachable sound suppressors and loaded with special subsonic ammunition with heavy bullets. Apparently this was not enough. Since the mid-1980s, the development of new, more effective silenced weapons was initiated. At first, designers of this company and the city of this city developed a special-purpose 9mm subsonic cartridge known as this, based on necked-out 7x62 by 39. These cartridges were fitted with heavy, standard ball armor-piercing bullets with muzzle velocities about this far. Having that ammo, they developed the ASVAL and the VSS Venturas. Okay. The AS is a gas-operated integrally silenced weapon. The receiver is machined from steel forging for improved strength. The long-stroke gas piston is located above the barrel and rigidly attached to the bolt carrier. The rotating bolt has 6 lugs and locks into the receiver. The front part of the barrel ahead of the gas port has several sets of holes drilled at the bottom of the rifling grooves. These holes are used to bleed some of the gun gas into the integral suppressor. The trigger unit is somewhat similar to that of a Checkmate VZ78. So everything... Here we go. The integral silencer could be easily detached for maintenance, repair, or compact storage, but the rifle shall not be fired with the silencer removed due to a safety and reliability issues. So a lot of what I've read on the ASVL is that you're not supposed to take the suppressor off. You just take it off when you're cleaning it and things like that, which is what this just told me. So for the sake of this, I'm not going to try to go like too hardcore into the disassembly of it. Because it's there, but it's not overly prevalent, basically. Now then, for a more modernized version, I think they should probably go for quick detach so that you can take it on and off. But at the same time, you're firing 9x39, and 9x39 is a really, it's like a heavy round, and it's moving really fast. So I don't know on this one. I'm kind of undecided. I think overall this will be pretty okay with what we're doing. I get the kind of the rounded cylinder shape that I wanted. Everything here is connected relatively well to one another. I'm pretty happy with this for now, because that looks just like that, because you have this small curve and then all of a sudden it's like a really severe curve. And then to get this to do what we need, we're going to do some really cool magic tricks. So we're going to do this, like so. And then we're going to take and put like a this piece here, and we're going to put it right here, and we're going to take it and put this right there, and then we'll do that going down the length here. And then if I take the connection tool, you'll see that these are connected relatively here. So where we need to connect all of this together at is somewhere in this area. So the way that we're going to do that is actually by deleting this out and replacing it with this. So now if we take and we drag the rifle around, you can see what's going on. Okay, well, that's have to fix that problem. We'll put a band-aid on it. Yeah, we'll just put a band-aid on it. That'll be a fun thing to come back to later on down the line. All right, so that's that, and then we can take this and we can flip this on around. We can select again, hit Control C, Control V, flip this upside down. Oh, wait. Flip it upside down, come in, delete this out here, come this way, and then hit Control C, Control V again. There we go. All right, and then this comes in here, like so. Grab this and put it up here. Okay, I keep screwing that up, and then boom. That's the bottom rail, which from here is all lining up relatively close. It should be like one stud higher, but that's I'm pretty okay with that. And then for these, we're going to do basically the same exact thing. So if we come in and grab this piece here, this going down like so. So we get to there, then we come in and drag this piece, come up, that there, this here, that. Okay, gotcha. Take this, and what we're going to do is hit Control C, Control V. Take this, Control C, Control V, flip this over this way, put it on, and then go for it. And then boom. We've got our rail system set up on our new Ventores. But it's really wide. Wow. So I think what we'll do is skin this on down just a little bit. Okay. Let's take this off. It's going to be really wide again. So what if we just come through and put it right up here? Let's change this curve up. Let's do 14, 16, 12? No, 14. We'll do this here, followed by this over here. And then just take and put that there. We'll work with it. Put this here, put this here. Same thing on this side. And then do this here and this here. Control C, Control V. As we go along, we get to right about there, like so. And then that like that, like that, that like that. That closes that off just a little bit. And then just to kind of fix this a little bit and how this looks, because it looks kind of weird just to kind of being there. Please fit, please fit, please fit, please fit. Thank you. It fits. Just like barely. Just like that. And then we can take G-slopes and put them just like this. Just to kind of make it look better, basically. Just like that. And then we get the rail system up here and this back here. This freaking lock back here, man. Yeah, let's fix this. Let's just delete this out and go to the yellow that this is and put this here and then do that right there. Okay, let's drop it down just a little bit. Kind of like that. That'll help just to kind of differentiate that. And then that's our modernized ASVAL, basically. So let's do file save as ASMVAL complete version 1 ROUGH rough, because this is a not colorized version. And then something that I wanted to do was, if we go into the video or the images of this, someone had one with a pretty stubby foregrip on it in one of the images that looked pretty cool. So let's go stubby grip. We'll just look up a stubby grip. There's 2 B's in stubby. I don't know why I didn't type that second one. But it's at like a slight angle. Wow, look at this. This is literally an SAVL with a stubby foregrip on it. Like this right here. That thing looks cool. So I think what we'll end up doing is actually making our own. So we'll do a blue. Take this here. Take this here. Do this, put this here, take this, boo, 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 do, 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 put that there, put this here, followed by this here, and then do one of these, followed by one of these, followed by this, and this. Just a little bit like that. And then put this here, like so. Do this. That there, followed by that, that. kind of cold sitting here underneath the AC vent. I'm about to go reach and turn that off real quick because it's like really cold. I'm just kind of going through a couple of different things right now. Like I just trying to kind of mimic what's on the screen for that one. And it's kind of there, kind of not. This is kind of weird. Okay, it works. Dang, feet hurt. So like this is going to be like a piece that just kind of sits in here. But the way that this works, I really wanted to put a small circle piece in here to kind of fill this up, but that's not gonna work at all unless I did it like this. Yeah. Oops, that just went off into oblivion. I don't know where that one went. So then if we come in and we do this, and then delete those, and then bring this up, and delete that, and then hide out this. We can bring those up. I think right about there is where it's at. So that if I were to put this here, and then put this here, I would be able to do that, like so. Oh, that's actually fitting inside of there. I don't mind that. I think that looks pretty cool. So, can't do it this side. Make that just slightly so flush. Okay. If I took in, made it out just a little bit more. There we go. All right, got it. Boom. And then it kind of mimics just this bottom little bit, just a little bit. And then just do this here, followed by this here. And then the inside of this grip is technically hollow, and you can kind of do things with it, I guess, if you really want to. I don't have anything to really hold this in. I think that's okay for aesthetic purposes, really. I'm not going for like super tactical things, because obviously, like, you can open this up for like a battery or something. I'm not going for that. Oh, this was the one I was talking about too. Yeah. So it's just at like a small, slow angle, stuff like that. So now that I'm looking at it, though, I might not want to put it on this rifle because I screwed it up. So I think for now we'll just add this to templates. So I'll take this out, put it here, delete this. Yep. Take this out, put it here, delete this. Yep. Scroll through any other ones. No. Okay. Take these, make a new template. Delete. Done. So I went through all that work for no reason, because I wasn't going to use it. So dang. Yeah. So save this again right about here and color this appropriately. So we'll go with a two-tone, because two-tone is awesome. So we'll do a darker brown followed by a earth orange. Okay, let's switch this to a metallic sand yellow. No. Okay, let's go with the one above that, the brown. This, yeah, okay. This will fix it. Turn this black. Like so. Turn this one to metallic sand yellow. Turn these into black. So. Dark metallic. That. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll come through and switch this color on up just a little bit to differentiate it up. Like so. Same thing up here. Front sight. And then we can do that to make it even more two-tone. And the whole stock as well. So what we'll do is actually just take it. It'll be faster in the long run. like so. Take this color back to this. Like that. And then take the black back to here. So we'll get like a really nice two-tone. Yeah, I like that look. Let's make this black. Looks like a strange writing almost. Then file, save as. Pitch. Save. Alright, so now we need to make our new modernized ASM VSS, I'm guessing. Yep. No. This one. Right here. Primary thing that I'm seeing with this is basically just the stock. There's a new super complicated looking stock going on here. But it should be fun to try and make. So trying to weigh my options. I can start with this, or I could open up the So I think the smart thing to do would be file, import model, VSS Venturas. So now I don't have to come through and do the modifications to the magazine because that's already here. And then for the barrel, what I'm going to do is take and delete this out. And then come through and just slide that on, just like so. And then file, save as, because it's super critical we say that. So this is the VSSM Venturas. Work in progress. V1. Rough. Seems like two different versions. What do you mean? because we got the, I think this one's designed to be the VSS modernized. And the only reason I think that is because of the stock, because the stock models the Ventura's one way more. All right, so the next thing that I want to take and add over to this rifle is this dust cover. So in the new safety, so let's go ahead and we'll delete out this old safety. Come back over and delete this out as well. And color that we don't usually use, don't have currently used, like so. Color selection tool will pick this up, bring it over to here, like so. Take this and just, whoa, too far down. Drop that like so, so that it's over. And take the color and switch it back over to metallic, so. And then here comes the hard part. Basically, we're going to come through and delete this stuff on out, like we did before. Wait, what am I doing? Connected selection. Whoa, never mind. Now let's try again. There we go. Okay, much better. Take this, delete these out. Take this, delete it out. Boom, 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 boom. And then for go to black. This here, this here, this here. Fill that in there. Fill this in here and here. Put that there. Put that there. And then if we take and we hide all of this color and hide all of this color, what we should be able to do is take this right off and put it right on, just like so. Let me get this closer. MG Comics Animations, hello. How are you tonight? And I think after that I've grabbed everything off of the modernized ASVAL that I wanted. Now it just comes down to coming through and modifying this up to kind of match, basically. So yeah, what we will do is take a look here at what we got. The grip shape I'm comfortable leaving as is. It's the stock in particular kind of here-ish that we should change. So we'll put this off to the side just in case we need it. So for this, why do I keep doing that? We'll take these and continue them to here, and then take a slope, sand red, sand red, sand red, sand red, and put these in. One there, one there, one there, one there, like so, and that'll make this back end going up to here. Till we get to right about there, and then we'll come down with the opposite version of these slopes, which are these. And then hopefully these meet, and they don't. That sucks. But we should be able to just put that in there, like so. And then we can come through and delete this out, because it's no longer supposed to be here. And then I'm actually pretty comfortable with deleting a lot of this out as well. Like so. And then we can go through and just kind of close this up. Wait, I forgot a small detail. Or about here-ish. So then right through here, okay, let's do this so I can see. And then do this again, and then this time be more selective with what we hide. This should still all be relatively connected, which it is. So then we take and drag this on down. Till right about there, and then we take and switch to black, and we're going to put this here, and then take and put delete that, one of these, followed by this, and delete that out. Sand red, drop this, drop this, drop that, and then put this here. And then the cool thing is, what we gotta do is bring this over, take this, bring this, And 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, stud. No, 3 was stud. 3 was stud. This is 3 with stud. Switch to this color. This in there, like so. Take this, put this back in here, like so. And now we have an adjusting VSS Ventura stock. Super simple, super easy. All you got to do is pull the pin. I'm pretty sure you would screw it on the real model in and out as you needed to, but I think for this particular model, this will be alright. So now we'll just take it. Oh my gosh, really? You're going to be that picky about this? Pull this in like so, because as you can see, this is what these bars do, basically. Stick and delete these out. And then around back, drop these down. To right about there. Come here, turn this to black. One or two knobs. Put that there. Grab this, put it here. Take this out. And then boom. And then put main cap on both of those. Make them look nice and pretty. Put that underneath there like so, which is fine with me. Switch back to sand red. Put this here. Put this here. And then something really cool. We can do this. Yeah. Back to the 2x3. Put this on. And then take and drop that. And this piece should be able to go in between. I don't know where that piece went. Yes, I do. It's right there. All right. Boom. Just like that. Oh, this is actually probably too high. All right. Oh well. So the piece that I was thinking about using is actually, where is it? Is it in gears? It might be in gears. Yep, this right here. Yeah, this thing. So let's actually delete this out for a. Oops, I already did that. 4. Slide that in like so. Just take in. Really? Doesn't want to spin it all? Alright, well, guess not then. And then what should be able to fit in there is these. Yeah. Here we go. Cool. Looks good. Delete this out. Have this going. Gotta delete that out because we gotta change up the thing for this. But let's do that. So let's do this. My goodness. That almost. And then switch back to sand red. Do something kind of like this. I hear that.
You were quiet.
And
I don't know if you're still streaming.
I am. I'm almost done.
Okay.
I know, you want attention.
I do.
Yeah, a little bit, but I'm gonna just kind of cheat a little bit for that one. Yeah, that fixed it. Just kind of making it look like the butt plate was just a little bit bigger. Just nice, real easy, simple thing to do, and it worked in making the stock look just a little bit more skinny as opposed to too thin, basically. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that amalgamation and mismatched of wonderful goofiness that's going on there. So now I'm going to save this as well. The SSM inventories work in progress file save as complete version 1 rough. Save. And now we got to come through and change up the colors to something else. So let's do a navy blue followed by earth orange and earth orange. Nah, that was a mistake. Should have known that one. Let's do okay, I like the green. What color goes well with the green? What about lighter green? Brown. What about yeah. Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty good. So now let's prepare the file that we're going to use when we render. So we're going to start with the original Ventores. Let's move y'all real quick because I'm going to need like a full picture of what's going on. File, import model. 50 cal can. Open. So how I usually set things up is, first off, let's grab this and kick it off to the side. Just in case, take this. Do that with it. Take this. And do that with it. Color select, delete. Yo, Ranger. John Smith, I don't know. That's an excellent question. I don't know why it thinks Minecraft is the game being played. It clearly isn't.